shouldn't have buried me. I'm not dead.
Now that the best tagline in history has been said by Robert Englund himself, we can get on with it and review Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Okay, the story is a continuation of the Dream Warriors. The Kristen Parker character returns along with the horn dog Joey and my man Kincaid. Kristen is no longer played by Patricia Arquette, but she has a TV show about crazy people to make. Instead, she's played by a girl named Tuesday Night, with a K. I really don't feel that bad about my name anymore. Her parents must have thought they were being clever. Although she is quite a bit hotter than Patricia Arquette, so I'll buy it. So anyway, the story goes that Kristen is having a nightmare again with a boiler room, Freddy's natural habitat. Jason has Camp Crystal Lake, and Freddy has Elm Street, and in the dream world is the boiler room where he died. She calls the other Dream Warriors into the dream, and they tell her it's just her head messing with her. Little do they know that Freddy is in fact coming back. He comes back, and the first to go is my man. Although right after he drops a car on Freddy, Freddy gets his ass. Freddy gets his ass, so Kincaid went down kind of sucky. Joey is next, but I can't show any of that, and then because of nudity issues on YouTube. And then he throws Christine into the boiler. Before that, though, she calls her friend Alice into her dream, who somehow absorbs the powers of all the Dream Warriors and all of her friends who die in the dream world. So Freddy begins using her dreams to kill other kids because she doesn't have full control of Kristen's power, the one that lets her bring other people into her dreams. Whenever she falls asleep while one of her other friends are sleeping, they get automatically taken into her dream. So as her friends die, she begins to obtain the abilities and traits of her friends. And once all of her friends are dead, she goes to confront Freddy as the Dream Master. The directing is good, but not great. Nothing real special on this one except for a few nice shots. The acting is awesome too. My only complaint about the movie is that there isn't enough Kincaid, but that's only a minor complaint because I love me some Kincaid. The movie has the best shot of Freddy in the series, which you have already seen when I showed the tagline, but right before that, there is an amazing scene where Freddy's body is reforming and coming back together. It's just so awesome, and it's done completely with practical effects. No CG. Actually, this one has the best overall shots in the series, so that's cool. The music in this one is actually cool and cheesy as hell at the same time. There's just one scene where they play the cheesiest 80s metal in the history of 80s cheese metal, while they do a Rambo Gear Up style montage. The soundtrack actually has 10 tracks. Side A has the usual metal you would expect in a horror movie, but the second side is 5 tracks of 80s rap songs. One song is called Are You Ready for Freddy by the Fat Boys, in which Robert Englund, in full Freddy Krueger gear, fucking raps. Yes, Freddy Krueger himself drops some fat rhymes. I'll leave a link to the video in the show notes for anyone who wants to check it out. Now, as the score goes, well, it's not as good as number 3, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Still worth checking out. I'll see you again in part 5, The Dream Child.